Bubble boy.
Yeah.
Bubble boy. It's incorrect. Has to take steroids.
If there's one set of fans I would not with, it's the Bills.
Children, please. You got a whole life.
Yeah.
Let's buckle up here.
All I want for Christmas is for LeBron James and Serena Williams to have a baby.
Yo.
For science.
She must have been on suicide watch when she saw Gronk dent that thing. We're all going to die.
Smash that like button or I'm going to get kicked out of the house. I can't pay rent.
Welcome back to Sports on Tap. I'm your host, James Leary, with my co-host, Kyle Johnson.
How we living?
And my co-host, Ryan Fahey.
Living large, gentlemen.
Loving it. Ben Askren, Jake Paul fight. Oh, before I forget. I totally forgot. Yeah, but this month we're running a fundraiser. For every new YouTube subscriber we get, we'll be donating $1 to the DV farm. So please subscribe. Thank you. Now let's get back into the Ben Askren Jake Paul fight. Faye, I'm going to let you go first because you were riled up with it.
So there is one of two things is the case here, okay? Either one, Jake Paul's legit, okay? And, I mean, for the sake of boxing, that better be true. Or two, this was the biggest job I've ever seen. It's one or the other. Keep in mind, Ben Askren, I mean, he's a little older now. Ben Askren in the UFC, go watch the Robbie Lawler fight.
No, yeah.
He's on, Robbie Lawler is on, like, literally on top of this guy, and he's like, every knuckle hit Ben Askren's face 4 times on the ground. His head, like, hitting the back of his spine. And he got up from it. Jake Paul hits him with a boxing glove, which has a little bit of padding in it. And he gets knocked down. Like, I think Ben was, like, fine. He got up, and I think, like, maybe he wobbled a little bit. It was a quick trigger by the ref, for sure.
Ref should not
for sure.
Have called that.
But, like I said, one of two things. Either Jake Paul's legit and boxing is saved, technically, or two, Ben Askren took a dive.
He took a dive. I have never in my life seen somebody so happy to get knocked out in the first round.
The photo after he was walking, like he's smiling ear to ear, knowing that he just banked $1 million. Dude,
he got $1 million?
I'm pretty sure he got $1 million.
I thought it was 500.
Oh, just money alone. Well, if he's getting paid to fix the fight, he's probably got more than that. I'm gonna be honest. Jake Paul probably wrote him a fat check. One of the Pauls did.
So with the fight, I didn't realize because I just like saw the weigh-ins and everything, but like Ben Askren too. I'm looking back at it now, and, bad to me, because I was all Ben Askren. Clearly, I talked a lot of shit and this and that, but...
So did we.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I looked at it, I'm like, he didn't really treat... It didn't seem like he took it serious.
Oh, no.
Because he walked in, I think he just thought he was going to be able to beat up Jake Paul, which I thought that too, but... I was looking at him, I'm like, he's kind of a chunky dude.
At the weigh-in, he looked awful.
Yeah.
He looked awful.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be a real factor, but now that you go look back at his training and everything, and you're just like... Yeah, he might have just thought he could have walked in the ring and beat Jake Paul, which I get, because if you spend your career as a fighter, yeah, I can beat up this YouTuber. I will say I give Jake Paul the credit where credit is due, because, you know what, whether, we don't know if it's fixed, but, like, he trained, he won the fight, it's just good for him. Who would have thought Jake Paul could potentially be the savior of boxing? Potentially.
Like I said, if that was legit, boxing has a saving grace.
If he keeps,
because boxing is dying by the day. Boxing and baseball are dying by the day. That's exactly what it is. Like,
baseball's
it's the
already dead.
Baseball, it's on life support. The beeps on the screen are still going. Baseball's still there, but boxing has been dying because UFC's popularity has skyrocketed. And they need something like this.
Well, okay,
because you can do Mayweather Pacquiao again, but they're older. It's
Pacquiao
not the same.
Actually just agreed to fight. What's his face?
Yeah, but
there was another guy. I just heard about this. He's in the talks right now with fighting a belt.
This is the fact. This is the point. The fact that you don't even know who the other guy is exactly why boxing's dying. You know Pacquiao. You don't know. You literally have to think about who the other guy is.
I feel like boxing has been grasping for straws. They're holding on to all the older guys. I mean, look at Mike Tyson coming back too. It's like they didn't have any stars. Or if Jake Paul, now don't be wrong, this is the first step to.
Well, don't forget.
Hold on, this is the first step of him becoming legit. So he's in the first step. He takes that first fight. Now he might get a real boxer. Isn't Conor McGregor's friend going to fight him?
He's been yelling at Dylan Dennis for months.
Either way.
That'll never happen.
But Conor McGregor's friend, if he is a real fighter, not,
he's
legit. If he gets in there,
he's a real fighter.
But is he a boxer or a UFC fighter?
Dude, I have no idea. He's
literally Dylan Dennis throws fists. He's a UFC fighter, but he can throw. He's not Ben Askren.
But say he fights this guy and then he beats another fighter and he just keeps climbing up the ladder. then it's like this guy could be the face of boxing, which is crazy to think about.
Regardless, Jake Paul is his next fight. He's getting if he doesn't get a real fighter, I'm going to be pissed. Like a real, like not even like a UFC fighter coming over. Like I need him to face like a boxer, a guy who lives, breathes, and just speaks boxing.
Even
one
if
of
it's
those
an
guys.
average one, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. I need I need a guy with professional fights under his belt. I need a guy like that. I need him. I need to see what he looks like.
He's got to climb up the ladder kind of thing. So it's like he's taking on a fighter. He knocked Ben Askren out. Whatever, that's what it was. Knocked him out. Now he gets a real fighter. And because if you say you gave him a primetime #1 boxer right now, well, it doesn't build the suspense, and boxing needs the suspense to be built up.
First off, he still doesn't have the right to even approach.
No, he doesn't. I agree.
Like a Canelo, there's no fucking way.
No, and
there's
I agree.
Zero chance.
Oh no!
First off,
God, no. Canelo would spit in his face.
But that's the
Canelo
thing.
Be like, who are you? And I have like 20,000 belts. Jake Paul, who are you?
And that's the thing. One, he has to earn it, which I agree. He does have to earn it. But two, just think of it as like a TV series. The suspense keeps building up until the season finale, where it's just like he needs to get there.
And every TV series needs that midway point that is like a huge like key piece, which the key piece for Jake Paul is having an actual boxer face you and showing some adversity. Like he hasn't got hit like hard at all. No. I need to see what it looks like when he's gotten pieced a few times, and if he can still come back and then win a fight. Then I'll be like, oh, they got. Like I said, it probably was a job by Jake Paul and Ben Askren. Like he probably got paid to take a dive, all this other stuff. If he can get like actually punched in the face and like get tuned up, like even the good fighters, when they have a good fight, like when McGregor beat Chad Mendes for the interim belt, Conor won that fight, but Conor's face was mangled. He got rocked a lot in that fight, and he still won. That's what makes these guys special. Jake Paul hasn't had that happen yet. If he can do that and come back and then still win, I'll get some more respect for him. But I need to see it first. Like
the thing with this that was such a fucking utter disappointment is that Ben Askren was talking a hella game the whole time. He had won the press conference. He was in Jake Paul's head before the entire fight. Ben Askren was even on like Logan's podcast or whatever it was. He was all over that. He's like, no, it's embarrassing. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to knock him out on block. Even after the fight, he's like, are you happy? He's like, no, I'm not happy. It's embarrassing. I just got knocked out by Jake Paul. It's like, bro, you talked such a game. And I know outside the ring, I'd put my money on Ben Askren. I would.
Oh, UFC, that's a different animal.
Way different animal.
But like I say that, but that
Jake
to get two-pieced like right off the rip, like that's such a disappointment. This fight was a joke.
I think my thing is
this fight felt like an absolute joke.
I gained a little respect for Jake Paul because you know what? He did train hard. He won the fight. He stuck with it.
Yeah, but I lost more respect for Ben Askren than I gained for Jake.
Because I think Ben Askren, if he had trained as hard as Jake Paul, then I think it would have been a better fight. I just think he walked into it thinking, I don't need to take him serious. I mean, even in
that's
the
why
interviews,
I think that's why it feels like he got paid. It really does.
I feel like he just didn't care. I feel like he just thought he could
walk
in and be like, hey.
Didn't care. Like that's why it feels like there's no way you go into a fight like that not giving a fuck unless you know right off the rip you're trying to lose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
oh
don't
my
know
god.
The thing I find interesting with it though is this could be the stepping stones of boxing coming back into the realm of sports.
I wouldn't go that far.
No. It could be. There is still a long shot, but think about all the stars they had there last night.
Well, don't forget too.
But like when you get that much star power behind it for this kind of fight, wait until he gets a real match.
Oh my god! First of all, this also wasn't a fight card. This was a Triller concert.
Yeah.
Featuring fights. The music. What was that? I only got excited for Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. Everyone else, go out to lunch. Who are you? Like that was.
Take it.
Was it Shoddy? Was that her name? Like, oh my god, that was bad. She played it was the best friend song from TikTok. One of those like I was just like, what is this? This is so bad.
I will say, did you see when?
Thank God UFC had an event that night because whenever the music went on, I went back to the fights at UFC.
Did you see when?
I was like, I can't do this.
Did you see when the D'Amelio girls had to give the belt and they're like, we don't know where to go. Like it was just so awkward.
Dude,
that was a stretch.
I think the fight before the Jake Paul one, that belt looked like it was made of cardboard.
They just drew on
it made of cardboard and red marker.
Look at my belt.
Also, it's saying Ben Askren weighed in at 191. Bite me. 191. Are you joking? Not a prayer. I'm 220, and I look better than that. Are we joking? Are we joking? He looked awful.
There's no. Yeah.
He looked like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
He really did, and it just. Yeah, the fight was super. I missed the fight. Fun fact: I had to go back and watch it because I was out watching it, and I was like, "Oh, it's about to start," but I was talking to somebody, and then I look back over, and they're like, "It's over." I'm like, "What? What do you mean it's over? It just happened.
I
What
just
happened?"
got here.
I'm like, "I just got into the building. What's going on?" They're like, "Hey, yeah, no, it's over. Jake Paul just two-pieced him." I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?
So
What did you just say?" What?
Bro, Ben Askren went from being like the guy who was going to dethrone or get this stupid Jake Paul narrative out of like everybody's head. Like he was supposed to be the guy who just
Done.
Just yeah. That was I don't know. Like I said, I lost more respect for Ben Askren than I gained for Jake Paul.
Absolutely.
Because like you said,
Agreed.
He hasn't
100%.
He hasn't. There was no adversity. There was nothing. It was just like really. That's what we get.
But
you talk this entire game and you get two-pieced in the mouth off the rip.
But at the same time, if someone offered me a mill to take a dive,
oh my God, I wouldn't even put on gloves. I would say punch.
I would let you guys lose respect for me 10 out of 10 times. I ain't taking that money. You know what's gonna happen? I'll then take $20,000 and throw it at your face and be like, "That's what I think of your opinion."
When I get knocked in the mouth, I say, "Do it again. Do it again."
I'm like, "Do it again. Give me another mill. I'll take another. I'll sleep on the mat."
I'd let you fucking scissor kick me in the gizzard for $1 million. I don't give a damn,
bro.
Yo, pain is temporary.
Pain is temporary. Money
is
also temporary.
A lot.
But but that's a lot.
But a lot of money.
Dude, this is like, I mean, at the same time, I honestly kind of hope it's legit.
Yeah.
Just because, like, if Jake Paul can actually fight, that's a pretty fun story too.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Because it's like this no-name guy everybody doubts.
But I can't stand.
And
I think he's a fucking piece of shit.
He's got the name to go along with it. Jake the Problem Child Paul.
Literally.
That's a great name. It's a great name.
He could be the heel is what they call him.
Yes.
That
a supervillain.
Yes. The only problem is
awesome.
He would be a supervillain.
The only problem is he needs to work on his talking game a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean by Ben Askren on the press conference. He sounded like a pussy.
Dude, Jake Paul's rebuttals were like literally. I was like, what is? And Ben Askren sitting there like,
this is.
I'm a grown man. What are we doing?
That was the Disney Channel star in him right there.
Was he even on Disney Channel?
He was. I found this out.
What?
Wait, really?
Yeah, dude. He had a show on Disney.
Oh my God.
What?
And now he's fighting.
That's Zeke from Zeke and Luther. Oh my!
Definitely. I couldn't even tell you what it is, but I saw on TikTok where it's just like, first no look. I know that I'm Logan or Jake Paul, and this is Disney Channel. Yeah, it's like whoa, and then he's like the first no look, and then I'm looking at him like, is this real life? I'm like, what?
Is this a fucking fever dream?
Literally, I was like, how did I miss? I was like, it was definitely that gap where I missed this dude on Disney Channel. Either way, yeah.
So like you just grew up is what you're saying?
That's right. I'm an adult. Son of a.
Oh, Logan's on Disney Channel too. Interesting. I think it says featuring. I'm looking at a video right now. I even know what the show is.
It clearly was garbage.
Oh my God.
Oh, actually no.
They're literally doing patty cakes. I'm out. I can't do it.
Wait.
They were doing patty cakes. I couldn't do it. Nope.
Welcome back.
They were like, hey. No, and I X out.
The reason they actually got kicked off Disney was because of YouTube. They kept doing more and more and giving insider stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
and Disney's just like, stop that, and they're like, no.
And then Logan showed a dead body, and the mouse was like, that's enough of that. We're done with you. The mouse don't like seeing dead bodies.
Oh my God, I do
hanging.
remember. Actually, he did have something with Disney before.
Logan.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Logan Paul made a big oops, which is crazy. Like I like Logan though. I like him a lot now.
He does like him a lot, but
I do. No, listen to his he's actually
I'm starting to gain some more respect for the Paul brothers because like business wise, it's like
they're killing.
Yeah, they get it. They know what they're doing.
The
worst part is that we've been talking about him this whole time. Doesn't matter what we say. That's free publicity.
Exactly.
Just to prove your point.
Yeah, that's 100%. Like, I don't know what point was I making.
Well, they as businessmen.
Okay.
They're killing it.
They're killing it. They're absolutely killing it.
I get it. I mean, dude, this guy wasn't a boxer at all. He was a YouTube star, and now he might be like he's starting to enter the boxing world. And I say potentially because I know you're going to.
I would love that. I would
potentially could becom the face of the boxing world.
I really would love that.
So far away. I mean,
he would be a super
because there's legit there's legit fighters that are good. They just don't. It's because the boxing's been corrupt for so long. Could a la this fight, but this is this is one of the, like in the UFC you don't see that because you can see that they got messed up. MMA they don't take. I feel like Dana White would rather die than pay guys to take dives. Like I feel like Dana White's that guy. He's like, I would rather kill myself than pay one of my guys to take a dive.
Why exactly? Why would you? Because
if
somebody finds that out, your sport is ruined.
How I know that that's the case that he didn't like. Oh my god! It was like a middleweight guy. He was a champion for a while.
Anderson
Tyron
Silva?
Woodley.
No, Tyron Woodley.
He was a champion for a while, and Dana just thought he was boring. He never said it, but we all knew that he thought he was boring, and he always wanted the other guy to win. And Woodley kept winning. Like if Dana didn't want that to happen, he would like be like, I'll pay you whatever money you want to dive. But he was like, he just took it like a champ. He's like, I don't like it, but he won. Like
that's how it should go.
Exactly. But boxing's been so corrupt for so long. Just like how Mike Tyson tied that fight, even though the guy was standing there, and Mike Tyson's like, perfectly fine. The guy's like has shattered ribs because Mike Tyson messed him up.
What do I always say? Ties in any sport, in any aspect, sucks. I think it's stupid.
But that's awful. But Jake Paul. I mean, if you want me to face, please. I hope that's legit.
I'm interested to watch this journey because it's just going to build. So
all this does for me in the eyes as far as Jake Paul's boxing career is, I think now it's like, okay, somebody throw a real fighter at this guy.
He has to.
Please.
But now I'm going to want to watch it. This one I was just like, I kind of want to watch, but the next one I'm like, okay,
I wanted to watch.
Really do?
But at the same time, it's going to be just as easy to make this kid take a dive too.
You will see. Well, let's say
they can only do that for so long. You know, even if Jake
you would say that, but they've been doing it for years.
Okay, but if Jake Paul gets to a point where it's like Canelo and fucking Ryan Garcia or something like that, like there's zero chance you're getting any of them to take a dive.
Long way.
And not to mention,
way from them. But.
Exactly. Not to mention, you have to keep everybody quiet that whole time, like that about like getting paid to take a dive. There's no way. There's no way.
No.
I think. Maybe Ben took a dive. It looked like he did, but
it's tough.
He got smoked.
It was a good combo.
Even if that was a dive, he got smoked on that right cross.
I'll tell you, it was a good punch.
He got rocked on that one for sure.
I just hate that I have nothing to like analyze. Like there's nothing there.
I know.
We didn't learn anything. Like that's what pisses me out about this.
3
fight.
fights,
nobody,
3 KOs, 2 of the fights
figured
for
anything
YouTubers.
Out
like
we learned that boxing's desperate.
Oh my god, are they ever?
That's the big takeaway. Boxing is desperate, whether it was fixed or not. They're desperate and they need something. If it does work out, Jake Paul, say he's a legit fighter. And it worked.
At least it looked like Jake Paul can throw. It looks like he can actually throw a punch. A good form, all that stuff. Good. Yeah. That's cool.
Like he would be the crap
I just oh shit, Sherlock.
I just need to see that you can hold your own against a guy who has been a boxer his whole life.
But those 10-year-olds would fuck him up.
Yeah.
Throwback. But yeah, that's interesting to watch the journey. But